Namaskaram and greetings from Natyarangam, the dance wing of the Narada Gana Sabha Trust. I now invite Nandita Kannan, disciple of Sri R.K. Sri Ram Kumar, to make an auspicious start to the festival inauguration with a prayer.
Madarpire kanniyane malayan magalodum padiye pododu neer sumandeti puguvar avar pin puguven yadum suvade padamal ஐயாரடைகின்ற போது காதல் மடப்பிடியோடும் களிர்வருவன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் ஏடுமதி கண்ணியானை திழையாளொடும் பாடி காடொடு நாடு மலையும் கை தொழுதாட வருவேன் ஆடல் அமர்ந்துரைகின்ற ஐயாரடைகின்ற போது பேடை மகிழொடும் கூடி பிணைந்து வருவன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் விரும்புமதி கண்ணியானை மெல்லியலாளொடும் பாடி பெரும் புலற்கால எழுந்து பெருமலர் கொய்ய வருவேன் அருங்களம் பொன்மணியுண்டும் ஐயாரடைகின்ற போது கருங்கலை பேடையுடாடி பறந்து வருவன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் திங்கள் மதி கண்ணியானை தேன்மொழியாளொடும் பாடி எங்கருள் நல்கும் கொள்கின்றே எனக்கினி என்ன வருவேன் அங்கு இளமங்கையர் ஆடும் மையாரடைகின்ற போது அங்கு இளமங்கையர் ஆடும் மையாரடைகின்ற போது பைங்கிளி பேடையோடாடி பறந்து வருவன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன் கண்டேன் அவர் திருப்பாதம் கண்டறியாதன கண்டேன்.
Thank you, Nandita. May I request Sri Hari Shankar, Secretary Narada Gana Sabha, to present a memento to Nandita Kannan. I now invite Sri Mohan Srinivas, President Narada Gana Sabha, to give us the welcome address.
Namaskaram. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to the Natyarangam's 25th annual dance festival. I extend a very hearty welcome to our chief guest, Srimati Chitra Visveshwaran, and our guest of honor, Dr. Chinni Krishna. We are indeed grateful that you could be with us today. I welcome our resource persons, Dr. Sudha Seshian, I think probably she's held up in traffic, and Vidwan R.K. Shriram Kumar, who provide us with inputs and suggestions, not only to us, to also the dancers of this festival over the years. I welcome the awardees who are on the dais and the dancers who are going to be participating in this festival. I also warmly welcome the senior gurus, teachers, dancers, and the rasikas. On this occasion, I would like to say a few words about Natya Arangam. Natya Arangam, the dance wing of Narada Gana Sabha, is a pioneer institution. It was started in 1995. It was brainchild of our late Secretary R. Krishnaswamy. It promotes and nurtures talented Bharathanatyam dancers. Over the years, it has become a premier institution which organizes solo dance programs, dance camps, lecture demonstrations, Purnamargam dancers, and their flagship event, which is this annual dance festival. It has become a much awaited and anticipated event in the Chennai's calendar. Many wonderful thematic festivals in the past years, like Kavya Bharatham, Krishna Bharatham, Devi Bharatham, and Tyaga Bharatham, have all received much acclaim. This year, we look forward to another unique and exciting festival that is to feature some of the best dancers, Bharatanatyam dancers in this country. Once again, I welcome you all to this year's Natya Arangam's thematic dance festival, Thiryank, Pashupakshi Bharatham, and we hope you'll all be with us for the next 5 days. Thank you.
May I request Sri Mohan Srinivas to present a shawl and memento to Kalaimamani, Padma Shri, and Sangeet Natak Academy awardee, Srimati Chitra Visveshwaran. President Sri Mohan Srinivas will offer now a garland, shawl, and memento to Prani Mitra awardee and co-founder Blue Cross of India, Dr. Chinni Krishna. I now invite Ms. Janaki, Committee Member Natya Rangam, to read the citation to Dr. Sucheta Chapekar, recipient of Guru and Senior Dancer Award.
Namaskaram. It's a pleasure to read the citation to be awarded to Srimati Sucheta Chapekar. Dr. Srimati Sucheta Bhide Chapekar, 75 years young, is a renowned Bharathanatyam exponent and veteran guru based in Pune, serving the field of Bharatanatyam for almost 60 years. Born on 6 December 1948 in Maharashtra, young Sucheta was privileged to learn from famous gurus like Acharya Parvati Kumar and Tanjavur K.P. Kittappa Pillai. She also received guidance from Srimati Kalanidhi Narayanan. She completed her MA Dance from Bombay University and secured a PhD Sangeetacharya from ABGMM Miraj. Her training has been holistic, having earned her GD Art from Sir J.J. School of Arts. During her long performing career, Srimati Sucheta has given innumerable performances in India and abroad. She has made valuable contribution to the Bharatanatyam repertoire through research and presentation of the Marathi compositions of King Shahaji of Tanjavur and has played a noteworthy role in popularizing Bharatanatyam in Maharashtra. She has also choreographed many Carnatic compositions as well as group productions. Nritya Ganga, subject of her doctoral thesis, is her pioneering work, a beautiful blend of Bharatanatyam and Hindustani classical music. Dr. Sucheta has already choreographed over 80 compositions in Hindi, Marathi, and Sanskrit in this style and continues to enrich its repertoire. Inaugurated in 1982, Nritya Ganga, with its unique margam, has found its place as a Bani of Bharatanatyam. A much sought-after teacher, Srimati Sucheta has framed a 6-year course for Bharatanatyam encompassing Natyam, music, painting, sculpture, poetry, and theatre. She is on the faculty of many performing arts institutions and has also been a research guide for PhD students. Nrityatmika, Dr. Sucheta's book on Bharatanatyam in Marathi, has been translated into English. She has published articles in prestigious journals and presented several legdems and papers in many international conferences. Srimati Sucheta is the founder-director of the Kalavardhini Charitable Trust, which has several branches run by her senior disciples in India and abroad. Her daughter, Srimati Arundhati Patwardhan, whom she has trained, is ably spearheading her legacy. Srimati Sucheta Chapekar is the recipient of several prestigious awards like Maharashtra Gaurav, the Central Sangeet Natak Academy Award, Jeevan Sadhana Gaurav Puraskar, Dinanath Mangeshkar Award, and the Attendance Rukmini Devi Award, to name a few, for her commendable contribution to classical dance. Natya Rangam is privileged to honor Dr. Sucheta Chapekar on the 11th day of August 2023 for her achievements and contribution to Bharatanatyam, signed by Sri K. Harishankar, Secretary, Narada Sabha, on 11th August 2023 in Chennai 18. Let us put our hands together to honor the Nayika of the evening, Dr. Srimati Sucheta Bhide Chapekar.
I would request Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran to present a shawl, medal, and citation to Dr. Chapekar, and Srimati Sujata Vijay Raghavan to present a garland. Srimati Haima Ramakrishna, committee member of Natya Rangam, will present a shawl to Dr. Sudha Seshayan. Sri S.B.S. Raman, committee member of Natya Rangam, will present a shawl to Sri R.K. Sri Ram Kumar. We now come to a release of a book, Rasika Kidaitta Varam, a book written by Srimati Sujata Vijayaraghavan, articles on music, dance, and other forms. May I request Sri Mohan Srinivas to release the book and request Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran to receive the first copy. Thank you. And we now come to the awards and grants. The P. Obul Reddy and Kamala and Narada Srinivasa Rao Senior Dancer Award, instituted for the first time, is presented to Aishwarya Nityananda. May I request Sri K.S. Natarajan, Committee Member Natya Rangam, to read the introduction.
Namaskaram. Aishwarya Nityananda, a renowned and dedicated Bharathanatyam artist, has undergone 28 years of rigorous training and practice in the traditional Pandanallur style of Bharatanatyam under the able guidance and tutelage of Guru Radha Sridhar of Venkatesha Natya Mandir, Bengaluru. Aishwarya has performed extensively, giving over 500 performances all over India and abroad. Her presentations, marked by her explosive talent in Abhinaya and graceful Nritta, have been highly commended by art critics and connoisseurs. Aishwarya has made a name as a sensitive and innovative choreographer, presenting a number of productions like Sri Guru Vandana, Sri Krishnam Mande Jagatgurum, Loka Bandhavyam, etc. Aishwarya is also a trained Carnatic musician and a chartered accountant. The P. Obul Reddy Endowment Award and Kamala and Narada Srinivasa Rao Endowment Award for Senior Dancer for the year 2023 is given to Aishwarya Nityananda. Please give a big hand to her.
May I request Dr. Sucheta Chapekar to present the award and Srimati Gayatri Srikanth, Committee Member Natya Rangam, to offer a garland. The Vasantalakshmi Narasimhachari and Tanjai Arunachalam Pillai Award, instituted for the first time for Outstanding Talented Dancer, is being presented to Shweta Prachande. I request Srimati Haima Ramakrishna, Committee Member Natya Rangam, to read the introduction.
A very rare coincidence this evening, the Guru and her Sishya sharing the stage and being honored on the same day. Shweta Prachande is a disciple of Dr. Sucheta Chapekar. She learned from her from the year 2000 to 2004 and had her Arangetram under Dr. Sucheta Chapekar. After moving to Chennai, Shweta continued her training under eminent gurus like Srimati Kalanithi Narayanan and Srimati Priyadarshini Govind for over 15 years. Finding courage to pursue a full-time career in the art form, she committed to developing herself into a professional Bharatanatyam artist. She has also undergone training in Nattwangam, music, Tamil prose and poetry as related to dance, and the martial art form of Kalaripayittu. Shweta's career as an artist and a professional has grown leaps and bounds. Shweta is a regular performer as part of the music and dance season every year in Chennai. Additionally, she has also extensively performed at various venues across the country and internationally. The Narasimhachari and Vasantalakshmi
Vasantalakshmi Narasimhachari Endowment Award and the Thanjai Arunachalam Pillai Endowment Award for outstanding talent goes to Shweta Prachandi.
May I request Dr. Sucheta Chapekar to present the award and Ms. Janaki, Committee Member Natyarangam, to offer a garland. The Sudharani Raghupati S. Kannan Almajoti Natarajan Award, instituted for the first time for Bharathanatyam accompanist, is being given to Jyotishmati Shijit. I request Srimati Gayatri Srikant, Committee Member Natyarangam, to read the introduction.
Jyotishmati Shijit is an accomplished Carnatic vocalist and composer who received her postgraduate diploma in music from the Kalakshetra Foundation in 1997. She has performed as a lead vocalist for many Kalakshetra repertory ensemble dance productions. As an independent artist, Jyotishmati has toured the country and overseas with illustrious Bharathanatyam exponents such as C.V. Chandrasekhar, the Dhananjayans, Leela Sampson, and Malavika Sarukai. Jyotishmati has composed several musical scores for dance as an individual artist and in partnership with her husband, dancer, choreographer Shijit Krishna. Their innovative and critically lauded collaborations include Masquerade, Pravaha, and adaptation of the classic novel Don Quixote. She has also composed musical scores for Natyarangam thematic festivals like Dasa Bharatham, Tyaga Bharatham, Kavya Bharatham, and Utsava Bharatham. Presently, she is being mentored by Srimati Mangalam Shankar. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sudha Rani Raghupati Endowment Award and the Anma Jyoti Endowment Award in memory of S. Kannan for Bharatanatyam accompaniment goes to Jyotishmati Shijit.
May I request Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran to present the award and Srimati Sujata Vijayaraghavan, Committee Member Natyarangam, to offer a garland. The Bhagavatulu Sita Rama Sharma and T.M. Krishna Sumanasa Foundation Award for Natuvangam is given to Swami Malai S.K. Suresh. May I request Sri S.B.S. Raman, Committee Member Natyarangam, to read the introduction.
Namaskaram. Sumanasa Foundation believes that the process of modernization of the performing arts in India paradoxically led to the disempowerment of the communities that so generously enabled and enriched the practice of art forms such as Bharatanatyam and Carnatic music. Through this award, Sumanasa Foundation acknowledges their history and respectfully thanks the artists of the hereditary families for their continued contribution and participation in the arts. This endowment is therefore in no manner a token of appreciation, it is a mark of deep respect. That said, Swami Malai Sri K. Suresh hails from a traditional family of musicians. His father and guru, Pandanallur P.V. Kalidas, is a renowned Nagaswara Vidwan of the Pandanallur lineage. His grandfather is Pandanallur Sri G. Venugopala Pillai, who is known as Periyathambi, and great-grandfather is Pandanallur Sri Guruswami Pillai, who was an Ashtavadani. Suresh is a fifth-generation artist from his family. Suresh is a grandnephew of the veteran guru Kalaimamani, Sangeeta Kalasikamani, Swami Malai Sri S.K. Rajaratnam. Suresh started learning the basics of music from his father, Sri P.V. Kalidas. At the age of 13, He was under the tutelage of Natyacharya Guru Swami Malai S.K. Rajaratnam Pillai in the Gurukula system. He underwent rigorous training in music for a decade in music, Bharathanatyam and Natvangam. He learned Carnatic vocal music from the illustrious Nagaswara Vidwan Tirucharai Sri T.V.S. Sivasubramanya Pillai and further from violin maestro Sri Lalgudi G. Jayaraman. Suresh is founder director of the Samarpana Academy of Fine Arts, where he teaches Bharatanatyam and Carnatic vocal music. Suresh belongs to the rare group of artists who can conduct a full-length dance recital with Natvangam wielding cymbals while providing vocal accompaniments simultaneously. Natyarangam is very pleased to recognize Sri Suresh's contribution to the art.
I request Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran to present the award and Sri Ravichandran, Secretary, Narada Gana Sabha Trust, to offer a garland. The Sujata Vijayaraghavan Award for Dancer Musician is given to Parur M.S. Anantashri. Ms. S. Janaki, Committee Member Natyarangam, will read the introduction.
Parur M.S. Anantashri. Kumari Anantashri is a third-generation musician belonging to the highly respected Parur lineage. With initial training in violin from her grandfather, Parur Sri M.S. Anantaraman, Anantashri also learned Carnatic vocal music from Srimati Kalpagam Raman and has presented many Carnatic vocal concerts in major sabhas in Chennai. After completing her bachelor's in commerce, Anantashri went on to complete her master's in vocal music at the Tamil Nadu Music and Fine Arts University, Chennai, where she secured the first rank and the gold medal. Anantashri is a Bharatanatyam artist as well. Under the tutelage of her guru, Srimati Roja Kannan, she performed at Arangetram in 2008. She has since participated in many productions of her guru and has also given solo performances. Anantashri successfully completed her Masters in Fine Arts via Sastra University's distance education program under the guidance of Dr. Padma Subramaniam, and this time too, she bagged the K. Subramaniam Award for securing the first rank. Versatile Anantashri excels as a Carnatic musician and Bharatanatyam dancer, making her a much sought-after artist to provide music accompaniment for several senior Bharatanatyam exponents. This fine Natvangam artist composes music and choreographs dance as well. The Sujata Vijayaraghavan Endowment Award for Proficiency in Bharatanatyam and Music for the year 2023 goes to Parur Kumari M.S. Anantashri.
I request Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran to present the award and Srimati Haima Ramakrishna, Committee Member Natyarangam, to offer a garland. The K.S. Subramanian Performance Grant, instituted for the first time for young dancer, is given to Aryamba Sriram. May I request Srimati Gayatri Srikant, Committee Member Natyarangam, to read the introduction.
Known for her subtle, graceful and nuanced abhinaya and nrita, Aryamba Sriram is a member of Padma Shri Leela Sampson's Spanda Dance Company. Initiated into Bharatanatyam and Odissi at the Temple of Fine Arts, Coimbatore, her passion for the art led her to complete a post-graduation with honors from the Kalakshetra Foundation. In recognition of her efforts at the institution, She was judged the best outgoing student and the best all-rounder in 2017. Aryamba continues to be mentored by Srimati Braga Bessa and Sri K.P. Rakesh. Additionally, she holds a master's degree in Bharathanatyam from the Tamil Nadu Music Fine Arts University and a BA in Sanskritam from the Madras Sanskrit College, Mylapore. Ladies and gentlemen, the first K.S. Subramanian Award, instituted by his daughter, Vidya Subramanian, for a solo performance during the December season 2023, goes to Aryamba Sriram.
I request Dr. Sucheta Chapekar to present the grant. The Srimati Shivashankari grant for Arangetrams of dancers from modest backgrounds are given to V. Pranita, disciple of Binesh Madhavan. I request Dr. Sucheta Chapekar to present the grants. And to Sai Samyukta, disciple of Sunita Hari. The Charukeshi S. Vishwanathan Prize for Best Reports on Natya Sangraham, instituted for the first time, is presented to Nihariga Periyasamy. Amrita Jayakrishnan, and K. Madhav Hayagreev. Thank you, Dr. Sucheta Chapekar. I now take pleasure in inviting Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran to address us.
Dakshinamurti Samarambham, Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmatacharya Paryantam, Vande Guru Paramparam, Om Namo Bhagavate Muttakrishnaya. Most respected dignitaries and artists on stage, the Rasika audience of Chennai, what a pleasure it is to be here at this 25th annual festival of Natyarangam. My mind goes back 25 years to the first festival where this team headed by Sri Krishna Swami, Sri Harishankar's father, started the wheel rolling. Today, it has gone from strength to strength, stands strong and tall, and is perhaps one of the most awaited happenings in the field of Natyam, especially in Chennai. We also have artists and rasikas, especially visiting Chennai to attend this festival. What makes this festival so special is that it's not just one more festival where dancers perform, say, a margam or a thematic presentation of their choice. And everything just comes as still a beautiful bouquet of flowers. But what is very special about the Natyarangam festival, old named Bharatham, is that it gives an opportunity for the artist to search to research, to visit, to revisit, reimagine, recreate beautiful productions that are presented on this stage under the direction of and guidance of very, very accomplished and very knowledgeable resource persons. As artists, we always tend to get into a little box. That is our comfort zone. And we are so comfortable in it that we do not always dare to step out. But it is only when we dare to put that foot out that wonders can happen and magic will happen. Natyarangam provides such a platform, and the number of subjects they've covered in these 25 years is unimaginable. And every artist who participates takes it upon themselves to work very seriously on the project assigned to them. I was just wondering, and I think every time around June, July, I start wondering, what is the Natyarangam committee going to come up with this year? It's like a little guesswork happening, and I was indeed delighted to see that we've gone out of the world of human beings and gods into the world of nature herself. Pashu Pakshi. To me, if you need to learn grace, if you need to learn movement, if you need to find inspiration, it is not from, of course, from a very good dancer, a very good guru, a performer. You do receive inspiration, but when you look out into nature, you see the infinite cosmic. We see that through the animal kingdom, the birds, the animals, the pashus, the pakshis, the beautiful movement, the beautiful energies. We, of course, I'm sure, all the artists who are presenting their work in this festival must have gone through all our Lakshana Granthas, because several of them speak about the animals and the pashus and pakshis, beginning with the Natya Shastra, the Abhinaya Dharpana, and the Mahabharata Chudamani. The grammar of movement and Abhinaya and Hasta is delineated for the artist to follow. Again, works like the Hitopadesha, works like Panchatantra, even the Mahabharata in its Anushasana Sarga, even the Balakandam of Ramayana, you even have the karma of why an animal is born as it is. There is so much in our literature, not only in Indian literature, but when you look out into world literature too, there is so much that one can imbibe and one can learn. But having said that, and having talked about how the grammar is delineated for us, I'm sure these youngsters today, being so very brilliant, would of course also have taken care to look out at one of the most important Lakshana Granthas, which is a Lakshita on its own, that is Prakriti. As a dancer, when I think of the word Utplavana, or to leap, why as dancers can we only think of one type of a leap? Look at the way the deer leaps. Look at the way a lion leaps. Look at the way a frog leaps. Look at the way a rabbit hops. There's so many energies to one so many different energies and delineation to one word, which really cannot be covered in text. Hence, though we have the textual guidance, it is very important also to seek the guidance that is there for us, given to us, blessed us by Mother Nature herself. I'm sure it has been a very, very interesting journey for all the youngsters today to have worked with their research, under their research persons' guides. I'm sure the music, the dance movement, the characterization, the delineation would have been a wonderful journey of learning. I wish every one of them tremendous success and hope they get to repeat it, the performances again and yet again. My congratulations to all the awardees. What do I say about Sucheta Bide Chapekar? We met in 1972 at my guru, Shivaru Ramya Pillai's house when she had come to visit him. I was awestruck by her. I'm being very frank. And then she had this very beautiful dossier. Those days, dancers in Chennai were not like the dancers today. We were very kunja assured. Allang kadiyad, photo kuda kadiyad. But what was not, it was not just a bringadir dossier, but the beautiful photographs. So evocative, and I was just stunned. Ever since, I continue to be stunned with Sucheta Tai's great art. Every youngster present today who has received this award, their awards, respective awards, these awards spell luck. And I'm sure all of them will one day be standing here receiving the Guru's award too. All my very best wishes to each one of you, my blessings, and all the very, very best to Natya Rangam. May, under the leadership of Sri Harishankar, senior members like Sujata Ka, Sujata, Mami da ellarum kupranga, Sujata Mada. And all the younger people who have now joined, Gayatri, the Ramakrishnans, all of them. Sorry, I hope I've not. And of course, Mr. Krishnan, the president. I hope this becomes a permanent happening for years to come, till breath is there, till the skies are there, till the world, till the globe revolves, and give us all joy and fulfillment. Thank you.
Thank you, Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran. I'm sure that your words would have been a fountainhead of inspiration to the dancers and artists gathered here and sitting in the auditorium. Thank you again very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's thematic festival of Natya Rangam is Thiryank Pashu Pakshi Bharatham. And who better to talk to us than our chief guest, Dr. Chinni Krishna, who has dealt with living creatures all his life as Prani Mitra awardee and co-founder of the Blue Cross. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Dr. Chinni Krishna.
Mr. Mohan Srinivas, President of the Natya Rangam and the Narada Gana Sabha, trustees, awardees, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for inviting me to this very unique 25th annual thematic Bharathanatyam festival, Pasu Pakshi Bharatham. We in India have a great tradition of ahimsa or non-violence. But then we also say animals, it's their world too. But you'd never believe it. Just take a look at what's happening around the world. Whales being hunted to extinction, vegetarian cows being the largest consumers of seafood, the largest consumers of seafood. India, the second largest exporter of beef in the world. The list is really endless. We have a great tradition, as I said, of ahimsa or non-violence, which dates back to the Rig Veda and the Yajur Veda. However, over the years, we seem to have forgotten many of these traditions, and I'm very happy that the Narada Gana Sabha has chosen to educate people in a very unique way through music and dance. Belief in the sanctity of animals originated from the ideas of karma and the transmigration of souls. Thus, a dog or a cow could be one's past or one's future identity. Animals are worshipped in India as deities like Ganesha and Hanuman, or as avatars such as Matsya, Kurma, and Varaha that Vishnu is believed to have taken on earth. Some species, such as the eagle, the bull, the lion, and the tiger, are regarded as vehicles of the gods and developed sanctity by association. Our literature is full of heroic animals and animals that were totemic symbols or tribes that were assimilated into Hinduism. The Bhagavad Gita says, those who are wise and humble treat equally the Brahmin, the cow, the elephant, the dog, and the dog eater. When the Lord himself has said this, we unfortunately don't follow his teachings. Today, animals undergo tremendous cruelty to produce milk and meat for human consumption. Yet the Rig Veda was the first to speak out against drinking milk. It was the first strike for veganism, where it is said, O Lord, for those who drink the milk meant for the calf, may their head burst into 1,000 pieces. I know many of you may not agree with that, but unfortunately it is true. Madras has played an important role in creating awareness about the plight of animals. Rukmini Devi was a great activist who started in 1956 and in 1960 brought out the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act in Parliament. An act that the Supreme Court has ruled should be changed, that the Animal Welfare Board of India drafted in 2014 and sent on to the government, but then the government seems to have more important work on its hands. The Blue Cross of India will be completing 60 years on the 1st of April next year. For those of you who have not visited the Blue Cross, may I invite you to come over and see at least our city center in Guindy, Velachery Road. I'm sure that this festival will lead to greater awareness and help the cause of animals. Once again, thank you all very much for inviting me here. I am truly, deeply honored. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Chinni Krishna. May I now request Dr. Sucheta Chapekar to deliver her acceptance address.
Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Chief guest of today, Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran, whom I have always admired, Pakshi Mitra, all the dignitaries of Narada Gana Sabha, the young awardees, the Gurujan, all the Rasikas, Vanakkam, Namaskaram. Today is indeed a very special day in my life when I've got the award of recognition from none other than the prestigious Sabha like Narada Gana Sabha, who have done human service to music, have been doing for the past 5 decades. I accept the award with humility and awareness of increased responsibility as a dancer, researcher, teacher, and learner. Yes, I believe that one should teach till such time one is learning. Learning is a continuous process and which should be there even for the teacher to raise himself, herself to the stature of Guru. My mind is flooded with so many thoughts. I hope I'll be excused if I exceed my 5 minutes time given to me. First and foremost come to my mind the memory of my 2 dance gurus, Acharya Parvati Kumar and K.P. Kittapapille. To put the philosophy of their teaching in short, I would say they gave me 2 mantras. Master, as we used to call Acharya Parvati Kumar, would say, whatever you learn, digest it, make it your own, and then dance or teach it. Whatever you learn, when you digest it, it becomes your own, and then when you present it, it is a new creation. Kittappa sir would talk very little. Of course, I knew little Tamil and he knew nothing of Marathi or Hindi. But his philosophy was, dance should be beautiful to see and beautiful to listen. Dance is visual music. He would talk very little, but when he started singing, I got the total feel of the song, of the composition. Ever since my Arangetram way back in 1963, I have tried to nurture these 2 mantras. Apart from these 2 gurus, my father always used to take me to see Balamma, Srimati Balasaraswati's performances, which in 60s and 70s were quite often in Mumbai. I was very young, had just started learning, but I remember I always had tears in my eyes when I watched her performances. I wanted to learn from her. That never happened, but she became my Manasika Guru. The touch, the sparsh, which was there in her Abhinay, came through music. And this is something which I always tried to imbibe. In 60s and 70s, for a Marathi girl to learn classical dance or make it in a career was something very rare. But my father was a painter, he was an artist, and somehow he had this hunch that his daughter was going to become a dancer. He made me go along with that I have to do practice every day. I have to go on learning, which I did with Acharya Parvati Kumar for a decade. But after that, my father said, well, you are okay in technique, your abhinay is good, but something is lacking. I don't know what. Go search for it. And this search was over when I was introduced to Dr. Narayana Menon, the director of NCPA. When somebody introduced me, oh, young and upcoming dancer, he looked me in the eye and asked me, can you tune a tanpura? I said, well, I don't know, but I will. I just went to Girgaon, bought a tanpura and started learning music. And then all the earlier realizations took better shape. Much later, it was Dr. V. Raghavan of Chennai, who, the first secretary of the Music Academy, gave me a lot of guidance when, way back in 72, when I started doing research on the Marathi compositions of King Shahaji. He was also the one who gave me first opportunity to present a legdem on these Marathi compositions in the Sadas, which used to take in the thatch roof. That was way back in 72. And I clearly remember Pattam was the Sangeeta Kalanidhi that year, my most favorite singer. And also, later on, Dr. Raghavan comes and tells me, oh, Balama has come, she's sitting there. And well, I was in the skies. I got her blessings. And I also remember Periya Sharada of Kalakshitra, she was there. And I had danced Sarfoji's Padam, Aji Sonyacha Divasa. Today is the golden day of my life. She came to me and said, oh, young dancer, I'm so happy you have brought these Marathi compositions to stage. Well, Chennai and Tanjore have very dear place in my heart. Life continued. I had always liked teaching, but my father always warned me. He said, because of him, I could keep equilibrium in teaching and performing. Also, I must say, my in-laws, my husband, they took so much interest in my activities so that I could continue both these. In this 60 years long journey, somewhere in between, Kalavarathini was formed. I could now think more creatively about the dance as course for everybody, not just to become a performer, but also a good rasika, maybe connected with it, composing music. So many things are connected with the activity of dance. Writing about it, we have absolutely, even in Maharashtra now, there are no good critics for dance. And later we also started, when it started in university, I have also been associated. My daughter, Arundhati, I'm happy, has now taken over the mantle of Kalavarathini. And you will be happy to know that in so many cities of Maharashtra, not only big cities like Nashik and Aurangabad and Sangli and Meerut, but also smaller towns like Alibag, Pen, Vai, because of Arundhati's efforts, Bharathanatyam is being taught, and the Bhosle King's Marathi compositions are also taught, and it's spreading. That's something very heartening for me to see. Today, the young achievers are taking a lot of interest in classical arts. There is so much of bombarding through the medias. All kinds of dance is there. But I always feel there is always difference between Bhel Puri and Basundi. And one has to, it's okay, sometimes you can also eat Bhel Puri, but then the staple food is what gives us the solace. In the time is running fast, life is becoming fast, and our classical arts, music, dance, I feel they are like an oasis which can give us that peace of mind, that quietude which we require so much. Well, I congratulate all these people, all these artists who have worked so hard to be in this classical field. We know, Chitraji and me, how difficult it is to continue it as profession. I only hope, like before, now there is more audience in Chennai for such program. And again, with a lot of gratitude for Narada Gana Sabha, I conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sucheta Chapekar. I now invite Sri K. Harishankar, Secretary Narada Gana Sabha, for the vote of thanks.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. I would like to thank all the dignitaries, especially Srimati Chitra Vishweshwaran, for accepting our invitation and coming over, and Dr. Chinni Krishna for also accepting our invitation to be here. Srimati Sucheta ji and all the other awardees, thank you all very much on behalf of Natya Rangam and Narada Gana Sabha. Especially like to mention Shri Swamimalai Suresh, who has traveled back all the way from the US, because several years we have a rather, I would say, quirk that we award only to persons who can come and accept in person. So we have missed his presence in the last few years because he used to be traveling around this time every year. And this year, he said, I am traveling, I will be in the US, but I'll take the flight the day before and be here to receive the award. So thank you, Suresh ji. Similarly, Shweta also has missed receiving this award in the previous editions, but thankfully this year she was able to receive it. Thank you, Shweta, for doing the honors. I'll be failing if I don't thank our resource persons, Dr. Sudha Seshen and R.K. Sriram Kumar. I think now that Dr. Sudha Seshen has taken off from her official doctoral duties, we can no longer have her only as a resource person, but she is part of the Natyarangam family. She's been there for the past 25 years, and thank you, Sudhaji. We would like to specially thank, because in this year's special edition on Pashu Pakshi, Thiryank Bharatham, we have had artists who have taken inspiration from several nature conservationists, and I would like to thank nature and wildlife writer, animal enthusiast Janaki Lenin, wildlife photographer Sandesh Kadur, conservationist and author Sujata Padmanabhan. Thank you all. I thank all the Natyacharyas who are present here and the entire community of artists. Thank you for coming, and thank you for encouraging us to do more every year. All the critics, journalists, and friends from the print and electronic media who are covering this event and also periodically giving us support in all of Natyarangam's endeavors. I would like to thank our technicians, the Krishnan brothers for light and sound, and Kumar Stage Shanmugam for the on-stage support. A special thanks to all the participating artists this year: Christopher, Manaswini, Shijit, Parvati, Dakshina, and Kali Veerabhadran. Last but not the least, to the Natyarangam committee, under our driving force and energetic leader, Srimati Sujata Vijayaraghavan. Thank you all. I request you all to stay and enjoy the program today of Christopher and in the days to come. And with Christopher, one animal you can expect is the kangaroo, because it's natural. So you would have all guessed that right, but he has many more than just the kangaroo hopping onto this stage. Stay on and enjoy the programs. Thank you all.